Our rules are simple, but the challenge is great. All dinos will be explored in this challenge, but only reasonable underdogs voted on by the community will be considered for grading. Equipped with official server cap saddles, our 19 contenders will be backed by the commanding presence of a loyal Uteranus providing that extra boost. All competitors will go into battle with food to provide a healing effect. Herbivores will have plenty of sweet veggie cakes, and carnivores and omnivores will have cooked meat. It's important to note that tames in this series aren't typically used during boss battles because of the amount of mutations you need to make them competitive. But all dinos competing will have around 23,000 health and 1200% melee. This will give them all a fair shot at defeating at least one of the guardians. It won't always be feasible to reach these stats depending on the dinos I'm using, but I'll let you know the amount of mutations and levels it took in order to reach it. All competitors start out with 50 base health and melee and 40 points in everything else before I apply mutations and experience levels. You can decide on your own servers if the juice is worth the squeeze. Competitors are required to fight the megapithecus, broodmother, then dragon on all difficulties, starting with gamma, then beta, finishing with alpha. Their success will be annotated on this scorecard with a pass or fail system. Clearing all the bosses earns them a gold boom medal. Silver is awarded for clearing beta, bronze is for clearing gamma, and the chunk of shit is for an unworthy performance. Once all expansion creatures are finished, the gold medal winners will test their strength against the overseer for the finale. Now let's introduce our competitor and see if they have what it takes. Archelon. This jellyfish-slaying giant is a new addition to the game, and it brings some amazing new features. You can use the Underturret for all your deep-sea diving needs, as it provides oxygen passively when riding and when nearby. The best feature of all, though, would be the addition of the algae mechanic, which is going to make taming herbivores in the early game much easier. The stats required for this competition will reach with 15 mutations and 56 experience levels. 0 mutations and 16 levels went into health, and 15 mutations and 40 levels went into melee. Now let's see if they have what it takes. The green portal is up and the Underturrets are ready to lurch into the Gamma Megapithecus arena and introduce a slow and painful death to the Monkey Man, but mostly slow. Very, very slow. Well, it's pretty cool that they have such high health, but good grief, someone get these things some wheels because it is brutal to watch them crawl around. All jokes aside, it's a damn sea turtle. It's supposed to be slow on land. The Gamma Megapithecus isn't made out of jellyfish, but the Underturrets are able to dish out enough damage to put the big man down. That's an easy pass. The Gamma Broodmother is up next, and my concern here is clearly going to be maneuverability with Team Turtle. When you have a large creature like this, you want to make sure you surround the Broodmother completely so that you're dishing out the maximum damage potential, while she's dishing out her least amount of damage potential. Her attack is in a cone in front of her, so having all your creatures on one side is a death sentence, especially in the later stages. Unfortunately, the Underturrets are so damn slow that it's just not feasible to even stress over it. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. And they killed the Gamma Broodmother with little trouble. That's another pass. The Gamma Dragon is up next, and you probably guessed it. The dragon is likely going to be the biggest issue later on. The Underturret isn't an herbivore, but its drag weight allows it to take aggro from Commander Utes. This could be a good thing in the right situation, but it's a shame that we can't use the turtles to block the bosses. In situations where the dino you're riding takes aggro, you can use big creatures like the Archelon to effectively trap the boss while you take 0 damage. Doesn't work all the time with the dragon because he can step over things easily, and when there's not a clear path to his target, he will fly around and reposition. We're going to have a hell of a time in the later stages, but for now, that's a pass and a clear of the Gamma stage. Blue portal time means beta time, and the Beta Megapithecus is up next. I was hoping that the knockback from the Megapithecus would help out a lot with the positioning issue, but honestly, it really didn't. The slow speed of the Archelon makes it so that the Megapithecus can actually hit them and push them out of striking range sometimes, so there's moments when the Archelon are attacking and whiffing completely because they're knocked out of range. The Archelon does take reduced damage on its shell, but it only has a 99.2 armor cap on its saddle. This is similar to how other armored creatures work like the Doedicurus and the Carbo. The Underturrets get it done on the Beta Megapithecus stage and earn a pass. The Beta Broodmother is up next, and truth be told, I thought there was no chance in hell. The crazy thing I experienced in these fights with the Archelon was battling with the dilemma on making them reposition or not. It takes a significant amount of time for these things to get around, and every second they're belly scraping around the arena is a second you're not dealing damage. The Beta Broodmother was actually attacking in the perfect direction for most of this fight, and it wasn't damaging very many turtles, so they were able to dish out plenty of pain. She did wind up killing some of the Underturrets, but they were able to put her away in the end, earning a pass. The Beta Dragon is up next, and I found an interesting bug with the Archelon in this fight. Now, I'm not sure if this affects other creatures, but I will say that after around 55 episodes of this, literal hundreds of fights against the dragon, this is the first time I've encountered this. Once Commander Utes is killed, I immediately mount a turtle. Once I was on the back of one of the turtles, the dragon wouldn't engage the turtles directly. All he would do is fly around the arena shooting fireballs, land for a second, then take off and do it again. Whenever I would dismount the turtle, he'd re-engage me until I hopped back on the turtle. I had to complete this fight multiple times trying to keep Commander Utes alive, and I eventually pulled it off, and the turtles took down the beta dragon, earning a pass and clearing the beta stage. Red portal time means alpha time, and the alpha megapithecus better be alert, because the under-turts are bringing the hurt. Team Turt puts forth considerable effort to insert their huge asses into the battle. They exert quite a bit of energy to skirt around the edges of the megapithecus and assert their dominance. I don't mean to divert your attention from the fight, but I thought I'd give an overt attempt to convert some of you to members and patrons. Do it because I love you, baby. Now back to the expert demonstration, the masterclass of slow killing. The Turt hurt, put the monkey in the dirt. And now it's time for dessert. Alpha Broods is up next so I can flirt like a nasty pervert. That's a pass. Hey baby, guess who? Yeah, that's right, baby doll. Hey, so I have some free time today, and I was wondering if I could swing by later. I know. I'm not mad anymore. I just I need to be around you. It makes me feel better, baby. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I know you like that smell, but I don't see why rubbing dead dodos on my taint makes you more wild in the sack than you already. No, absolutely not. I don't care. I don't want your damn kids in the cave while we... Is it always my fault I don't want to do your weird shit? Fuck this. The Alpha Dragon is up next, and the Underturts have their work cut out for them. Their damage output is so low that there was no way I was going to keep Commander Utes alive long enough for the same bug to not happen. But we have to try anyway, because that's what I do here at the Boom Forge, baby. I try, I learn, and I forget. Sometimes almost immediately in the same moment. Ask anyone. The Alpha Dragon absolutely torches the Underturts repeatedly, and I am able to save them from some fire blasts early on, but Commander Utes takes a beating and eventually gets burned to death. The bug happens again, but I'm able to get the dragon to engage me by jumping off a turtle and back on at the last moment. It's too late for the turts though, and the fire proves too hot for them, so I go for a swim in the lava to cool off. That's another fail. Heading over to the scoreboard, the Underturts are awarded a solid silver boom medal. These warriors performed a lot better than I thought they were going to, and as always, these videos are primarily for entertainment, and you can probably get much better results with these dudes if you ride a Stego into battle, since the Stego's going to take aggro. You can block the bosses super easy with the Archelon. You may have noticed a new thumbnail. Well, there are technically 3 new thumbnails out there. YouTube has a new feature where I can test out thumbnail performance, and let's be honest, it needed an upgrade. Feel free to provide any feedback below in the comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to help this community grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.